It's really windy outside today. I think it might rain. So I better prepare myself and my car for the monsoon. But do you know how to prepare yourself for the monsoon? Well, here we are on pit stop once again to give you a few simple tips on how to prepare yourself and your car for this time of the year. I think the importance of tire pressure cannot be elaborated enough, because everything that relates to the car relates to the tires. As you can see here, we have a typical tire, and every tire should be completely inflated. That way, when the brake actually presses against the tire, the brake will successfully stop the skidding of the tires during the rainy season. And so, when you are riding on the roads during the rainy season, you have to make sure that your tire is solid. Such simple and effective instruments, the windshield wipers help protect you from the effects of the rain. The windshield wipers help protect your screen by removing the water content off your windshield. But these themselves are not completely immune to water. They also have hinges and joints right about here and here, which can rust or which will get inferior with time. So make sure you change your windshield wiper from season to season. Also make sure there are no cuttings or any breaks while you're looking at your windshield wipers, because if these are uneven surfaces, then it will not clean your windshield properly, and then you will have a lack of clarity when you're looking out. The strength of your brakes during the monsoon season will determine whether you live or you don't live. It's as simple as that. Because when it comes to the monsoon season, the roads are going to be really slippery, the friction will be less between your brakes and your tires. So you want to check to make sure that your brakes are intact. Here is your typical brake oil fluid. Now the more you use the brake, the more the fluid will reduce, which means the effectiveness of the brake will reduce with time. So, in order to make sure that your brakes work properly, make sure that the fluid level is high before you start your car during the monsoon season. Otherwise, you really are in danger. In cities where you have heavy floods, the tendency of the water level to rise on the road will always be high. And when this happens, there will always be a seepage of water into the car. This could destroy and damage the interiors of your car. The simple part of your car that can be affected by the water level rise would be the very front interiors near your doors and also the brakes of your car. The material of the interiors of your car can vary. And so, if it's something that can actually absorb water like this one, then what would happen is it would stagnate the water inside the parts of your car and actually lead to the rusting of many other parts, because water can travel anywhere through the cars. So if you have places like this, which are generally affected by water, make sure when you park to lower all the windows and give them enough aeration and ventilation so that they can actually cool off and the water will dry. Thank God I took those precautions, otherwise my car wouldn't be running right now. Because in certain cities, when the monsoon hits, it really hits. So when you follow these tips, you will be sure that your car will run throughout the year without any problems at all.